Hi, this is Mrs. Cavalier, and I am going to be walking you through how to set up your new NoodleTools account. Now, NoodleTools is the program we're going to be using for our bibliographies and annotations. We used to use EasyBib Pro. We're no longer going to be using that here at East Northport District. So NoodleTools is really what you want to set up as soon as possible. So I just wanted to show you the two places where you can get to NoodleTools. If you go to the district page and go to library, high school library, you can see it here under databases. Here's the NoodleTools click. And also on my Moodle page, if you go down to topic 2, you'll see a link right here. So let's go back here. You have to go to these for the first time at least, because it's how it knows that you are a East Northport School District student or teacher. So you click here, and you would get to this page. Okay, so now here I am in a screenshot because it's a little bit easier. What you're going to want to do is you're not going to go to the sign in or all of this. Notice it says welcome East Northport UFSD user. And then down here, there is a blue box called register. You're going to click where it says register down here. And then if you are at home and you're registering for your account, it would be, you'd fill in the username is Northport, and you'll have to come find me for the password because I can't give it out on here. But you can either come see me or you can certainly email me for the password and I will help you. If you are within district, you will not be asked for this information. It will go straight to this page. So obviously, if you're a student, you would click where it says, I am a student or library patron. You would choose your school here, your expected year of graduation. Where it says personal ID, I would try your first name dot last name because that is generally what we try and use here. And then check it for availability. And then you want to create a password that you will remember, possibly the username and password combo that you use for our school would be good. And then down here where it says easy login retrieval, you could just do your initials. And I'm not 100% sure if it will ask you for your phone number, your 4 digits of your phone number, but you know, you could do either cell phone or whatever. I haven't had to use it yet. So that's how you'd run. And then you would click where it says register. Okay, so what you would see now is this page, a project page. You'll see up here, it says My Projects, and then up here is a green button that says New Project. So you would click where it says New Project, and you would get this page. So let's say I was writing a paper about how if college athletes should be paid. Everybody loves that. Should. Right? Okay, I want to make sure that this is an MLA. And as a side note, MLA is no longer the 7th edition, it is the 8th edition. And since I'm in high school, I'm going to pick advanced and I'm going to click submit. And now I get this page. This is your project dashboard. So you'll want to fill all of this in. Okay, so as you can see, I typed in research question, should college athletes be paid? And then here's my thesis, or my main claim, college athletes should be paid. Now, you could also click here where it says start paper in Google Docs. You would just click it and then you would put in your Google Docs username. Now, for Northport, I strongly suggest, because I'm pretty sure your teachers would like you to start using Google Classroom, I would use your Google Classroom account. If you haven't set it up already, you would want to set that up. But you know, you would want to use your first name dot last name at northport.k12.ny.us. So you'd want to set that up. I'm going to leave that for now, but you can certainly do that. Down here, you see it says sharing and it says project inbox. Now, the cool thing is if your teachers now can assign your work through NoodleTools if they so choose. So they might create something that you can then find and then add to your teacher's inbox, which will then have your teacher be able to look. So if, let's say I click here and I click share with a project inbox. If I go here, so now I'm looking. So you can kind of look through here. So you notice other people's are coming up. Okay, so notice I made, this is a sample one. It says Ing 9 issues Cavalier. So let's say I was an English teacher. I highly doubt anyone would be submitting these to me, but as a sample, I made this. So I would click here, and then I would hit your name. For instance, I made this as a dummy account called Awesome Student. And you could also click share link to Google Doc if you want, and then you would hit done. And another cool thing about this is down here it says student collaboration. This is something that we did not have in EasyBib, so you could click here and you can add students. So if you are collaborating on a paper or a project, you can actually add to one bibliography, which is pretty cool. And then as you see down here, it says to-do items, due date, and completed. So you can actually click here where it says add to-do item. Like let's say 3 sources are due. And then you could click here and you could pick a date. So let's say that those 3 sources were going to be due on September 15th. Then you could click submit. And then down here now you see it says 3 sources are due. And once you have it done, you can check it off, which is really nice. So that's how you set up your dashboard. Now when you want to add sources, you click right here where it says sources. You would get to this page. So MLA Works Cited, and then you see this green, it says create new citation. You're going to click here. Now, notice it's giving you database, website, print or in hand, viewed or heard live, file, app, or ebook, or other. So today I'm just going to show you database and website. So I'm going to click here where it says database, and you have all of these options. So here is a database article that I already found through ProQuest called Should College Athletes Be Paid to Play? And it's in something called Diverse Issues in Higher Education, which is, I believe, a journal. Yes, it's a journal. So this is a journal, okay? So when you go back to NoodleTools, you have to figure that out. What is it? It's a journal in a database. So now it's setting it up properly. Now, my suggestion while this is loading is that you really need to start manually putting this information in because a lot of times on our databases and things like that, sometimes, most of the time actually, it is incorrect, the information. And now we really need to try and stick to MLA 8. So notice I typed in ProQuest, and it's telling me ProQuest should be spelled with a capital P and a Q. So which is true. So if I go in here, and I just want to fix that Q, now that little exclamation point went away. Okay, so I just paused it to take the time to fill in all of this so I don't waste your time typing. But so here's that ProQuest URL. Notice when I click here, it says the 8th edition of MLA Handbook recommends you always use a URL. Since it's a database, it wouldn't actually get us back to this database article, so I'm going to leave it blank. Today I accessed the article. This is the name of the author. I just copied from this page, okay? And I pasted it in. It's all here at the top. Should college athletes be paid to play? Here's the name of the journal. Here's the volume, the issue, the publication date. Now down here, you'll notice if you are annotating your work, you can annotate right here. And then also include this source in my final works cited. You could always change that later. And then you click submit. And now that is how you get a citation into your Works Cited page. Now, if you want to add a website, you would just click here where it says Create New Citation again. And now it says Database, Website, all these options. You'd click where it says Website. Notice it is different than EasyBib because there's nowhere for you to paste in the URL and have it fill in some of that information for you. Now, I know you're probably moaning and groaning and you're not happy with that. However, many of your teachers, and myself included, have found that you generally would ignore all of the extra things that EasyBib wanted you to find, like a publisher, like a date, sometimes like an author. And so this is going to force you to actually look at the website, and that might actually help you decide if it is a good source or not. So the article I found is from the NewYorkTimes.com, a way to start paying college athletes. Now, this is the website, and it's a newspaper website. So I would want to click down here. What is it? News group, newspaper. By the way, any of these things that you click, like let's say you clicked newspaper and then you decided later it was a magazine or a blog, you can change that up here. You see where it says citing article from newspaper? You can change that at any time, which is nice. And it will save the information that you wrote in there already. So, okay, so then we'd want to and this is where you'd want that URL because now it is required again in MLA 8. Remember, you didn't have to have it, but now you do. So unfortunately, here we go. All right, I'm going to pause it again so I can fill this out. Okay, so now I filled that out. I filled out the date of access. I filled out the author. I filled up the article title, the name of the newspaper. Okay, there was no addition since it's online. And then I click submit. So now you see that they're adding here. Now there is a quick copy and paste. If you ever do want to just quickly do a copy and paste, I'll show you really quickly. I'm just going randomly. Up here, you'll see that it says quick cite, copy and paste citation. You click there and you can add a citation. You just need to just double check it yourself. And again, it says do not assume the citation is correct. And the only thing is you just won't be able to go back, manually and fix it. I mean, you could fix it, but not in the way that you could before. Okay, so just one more thing I wanted to show you was that, remember this article? You can archive this article in exactly the way you saw it, the day you saw it in NoodleTools, which is nice because it's a way to save it. See where it says, I'm going to go to this one. It says article, view live web page, and archive and annotate. You can click where it says archive and annotate, and you would get this little page, which I already have this. So you'd want to take this, archive this, and you'd want to drag it up to your toolbar. As you can see, I already have it. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go to this page, and I'm going to click archive this. This little thing comes up. It should, okay. And so it says, attached to this citation, if you want to annotate, you can. This was a great article. Okay, and then you click save. And now, X out of here. When you go back here, I'm just refreshing my page here so you could see that now it says I didn't archive this one, but now notice it says view archived. If you click here, it will open up to exactly how you saw it before, like a PDF of it, when it decides to open up. See, and now you see that it will come up to exactly as you saw it the day that you saw it, which is nice. Okay, so that is how you create your account, and that is how you create your sources. To find out how to use note cards, That's a whole nother video. Have a great day.